Hey, alright, welcome to another video. If you haven't known before, my name is Georgia Jo and this is my channel where I talk all things books. So today I'm going to do my February TBR. So I'm going to use my little prompt jar, but I'm also going to use these TBR tarot cards, which are basically this like prompts, but they're on little cards, which I got from Wordy and Wild. And yeah, let's see what's on some of these. So I think I'm going to choose 10 books, I want to say, and I'm going to choose all the prompts and then go and have a look at my books and then come back to you with the book selection. So I think I might choose, there's 30 cards in here, so I don't want to use them all in the same, obviously I'm not going to choose 30 books anyway, but I think I might choose 4 cards and 6 prompts, I think, and see where we go from there. So we'll choose the cards first, or maybe I'll just do 5 and 5. Yeah, let's just do 5 and 5 to make it easier. So we'll choose 5 TBR cards and then 5 prompts, and yeah, see what books we get. So the very first one I've got is You Received as a Gift. Okay, I definitely have got some books 100% that I've got as gifts. A couple recently actually. Yeah, I can definitely choose one of them, so that's a good one to get. So first prompt, You Received as a Gift. The next prompt is a romantasy. I definitely have a few of those, 100%. So that is our second prompt. Third one we have got, was your most recent purchase. Oh god, I actually no idea what book I got most. Oh, actually I do. Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. Was your most recent purchase. Okay, and then the next prompt we have is, has an enemies to lovers trope. I definitely will have a few of those. Often I don't know what the books are when I'm going in, but I'll definitely have a few of those. And then last but not least, for the cards, we have got, you've heard very little about going in blind. Like I say, I definitely have a lot of books that I don't know anything about, so yeah, I think that's quite a good prompt. I'll definitely have books that I can choose for that 100%. Okay, and then we will choose 5 little prompts which I've written myself. I wrote them a long time ago, so I've actually no idea what any of these are. I probably need to update them really, but let's have a look. Okay, so our first prompt from the jar, let's go with this one, is a book from an author you've never read. Okay, 100% I have got some of them. Absolutely, definitely will have some of them, so that's a good prompt to get. Next we have got, let's go, oh, I've got a couple there. Let's go with this one. We've got any romance. Okay, again, easy one to get. I've definitely got some romances on my TBR. Actually, yeah, I definitely got some romances. That's a good one to get some of them cleared. Next up we have got a book that you've had for a long time. Again, definitely got some that fit that prompt for sure. I've got so many books that I've had for a long time that I'm actually excited to read. I just don't seem to reach for them, so yeah, I've definitely got some for that. How many is that? 3. Okay, we've got 2 more. We'll go with this one. We have got a new series you're excited about. Again, I've got so many of them as well. I shouldn't have, but I do. I've got quite a few of them, so that again, a good one to get. Oh, I think I know what I'm going to choose for that one actually, but we'll see. Okay, and then last but not least, we have got a book with the word you in the title. Okay, I probably have one of them maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I might pick out another prompt just in case I don't have that one, because I can't think of one off the top of my head that has got you in the title. Okay, just in case I don't have a book with you in the title, we'll choose another one. We'll go with this one, and it is a book, read a book that's been adapted on screen. Okay, I probably do have one of those, maybe. Oh yeah, I definitely do. I do. I'll go with that one. So if we can't find a book with you in the title, then I'll go with a book that's been adapted on screen. Okay, I'm gonna go and choose the books that fit the prompts, and then I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so I've chosen out all of the books, the 10 different books. These are definitely not in the order that I pulled them out. We're just going to go in the order that I've stacked the books up. So I did actually find a book that has got You in the title, and it's I Haven't Been Entirely Honest With You by Miranda Hart. So this is Miranda Hart's autobiography. I think it's biography when they've done it themselves. I think I'll probably listen to this because I really enjoy, she narrates it, and I really enjoy listening to biographies when it's the actual author that's narrated them. I really enjoy that, so I'll probably listen to this. But yeah, I don't really know much about Miranda Hart, but I am looking forward to reading this. I also did get this book as a gift, which I used it for that prompt originally, but it was the only book I had on my physical TBR with You in the title, so it got swapped. So yeah, that is the first book on this month's TBR. Okay, so next up, the prompt that I chose was your most recent purchase. And when I pulled it out and I went, oh no, I think I said oh no or something like that. This is the reason why. This is my most recent purchase, which I got from a charity shop, and it is 11/22/63 by Stephen King. This is an intimidating book. Look at the size of it. And also, I've not read a Stephen King book before. I don't know if this is necessarily the one I should be starting with, but it fits the prompt of my most recent purchase, so that was why I picked it up. But yeah, I don't know anything about this book. I have got no idea, but I'll be reading it and I'll find out. So yeah, that is my most recent purchase. Okay, next up we've got Is a Romantasy, and for this I chose Quicksilver by Callie Hart. So I know this did its rounds on like TikTok and stuff a few months ago, and I just never got around to reading it, but I am really looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure it's a romantasy, but other than that I don't really know much about it. I think the main male lead is called Kingfisher. Oh, I only know that because I think people have been like, why is he called that? Like, a bit difficult to sort of ignore it, you know? A bit of an unusual name maybe. So yeah, that was the book I chose for romantasy. Next up we have got a enemies to lovers trope. So I chose this one because I can't remember who it was now that said it, but I saw someone talk about it, like their review of it, and I find often with like enemies to lovers, really they're just like rivals, or they just don't like each other, they're not really enemies. But this one I heard someone say is very much enemies, like they want to kill each other, and then to lovers trope. And it is Immortal Dark by Tigest Germa. I think this is going to be a series, but I think only the first one is out so far. But yeah, this is like a vampire, I don't know if it's a vampire and a vampire hunter maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of people have really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to reading it. So yeah, that is an enemies to lovers trope, Immortal Dark. Next up, the prompt was any romance, and I chose Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Poston. So this is the last book by Ashley Poston that I've not read that's on my physical TBR. I think after this I've read all of the backlog, and then she's got a new one coming out this year, so it's a good time to get it ticked off, you know, before the new one comes out, and then I can just have it with the rest of the books rather than it be on my like TBR shelf. So yeah, this is part of the Once Upon a Con series. I think they're all very loosely based on fairy tales, and I'm assuming this one's going to be Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, Bookish and the Beast, just a nice easy to read romance book. Next up we have got You Received as a Gift. So this was the prompt originally I was going to use a Miranda Hart book for, however with it being the only book that had You in the title, I chose this one instead, which my sister got me for my birthday, and it is Let's Split Up by Bill Wood. I think this is like a bit of it's a YA, it's not I don't think it's like a murder mystery. I think it's like someone like chasing them, that type of, like a thriller, I guess, a YA thriller, where someone's like chasing them through a school or something like that. Famous last words with the killer on the loose. Yeah, I think it's like a bit like a slasher movie, but yeah, it's YA. I think it's just going to be a really nice thriller to read. Yeah, I typically enjoy YA thrillers. I find that if it's like, you know, you're getting to know the characters. I think this is, because it's set in a school, it's gonna be a little bit like The Breakfast Club, you know, where they're from all different like cliques, but then they're all getting hunted by a murderer. I'm assuming it's going to be a bit like that. But yeah, Let's Split Up by Bill Wood. And then next up we have got a book you've had for a long time. So this one, I chose this one because I feel like I've got a lot of chunky books on my TBR for this month, and this one is a lot smaller, but I have also had it on my TBR for a long time, probably like 2 years maybe, which is really bad. And it is Murder Shatters the Quiet of Shady Hollow by Janelle Black. It is a murder mystery. I think it's like a cozy crime type book set in like a small town. Yeah, I think I've started to read this before and just wasn't in the mood for it and put it down, but like I say, with it being quite small and it's a easy to read one, it's going to be good to read in between the like thicker books that I've got. So yeah, I am really looking forward to reading it on its own right, but I think it's going to be a good month to read it as well. So yeah, this is a book I've had for a long time. And then next we've got a new series that you're excited to start. I did have a few options for this, but as soon as I saw this one I was like, yeah, I am really looking forward to reading this, ever since I've heard it's about like trials or like a game or something. And it is Lightlark by Alex Astor. This is a YA fantasy, I want to say. It's like a big deadly game that happens once every 100 years, something like that. And I think it is a trilogy and all 3 books are out, I want to say. But Night's Bane, yeah, and then I want to say it's Sky Shade is out also. So hopefully I'll really enjoy it and I'll be able to just read all of the series. But yeah, I am really excited to read this. Also, lovely floppy book, you love to see it. But yeah, this will be a new series for me, also a new author. I don't think I've read this author before, but yeah, very much looking forward to reading this one. So this is a new series that I'm excited about. And then next up we have got a book with an author you've never read before. So there is actually a few of those on my TBR. I've got Stephen King, Miranda Hart, Tigest Germer, Callie Hart, Alex Astor. Actually most of them are Bill Wood. All of them except one are authors I've not read before, but this is also one. And again, I chose this because it's a little bit smaller. It's on the smaller side, but it did recently win, I want to say it was a Booker Prize. Yeah, Booker Prize 2024 winner. So I am really excited to read it, and it's Orbital by Samantha Harvey. So if I'm remembering correctly, this is set just like, it's all set in one day, like a 24-hour time period, and it's about astronauts. I think that's correct. I think that's this book. It is a very small book, but like I say, it did win Booker Prize 2024, so hopefully it'll be really good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. I've never read anything by Samantha Harvey before, so yeah, that was a book by an author I've never read. And then last but not least, we have got the prompt of a book you've heard very little about / going in blind. For that one I've chose The Rabbit Hutch by Tess Gunter. This again is another new author, so I've obviously got a lot of books on my TBR by authors I've not read before, but I don't know anything about this book, which is why it's good for this prompt. I couldn't even tell you what genre it is. I have no idea. It was the winner of the Waterstones Debut Fiction Prize. I don't know what year it won that, but it won it at some point. And yeah, I don't really know. I'm not going to read the back because I think it'll be good to go in blind, but I don't know anything about it. I couldn't tell you what genre it is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So it's a good book to choose this prompt. So yeah, that was the last book on my February TBR you've heard very little about / going in blind, and that is The Rabbit Hutch by Tess Gunter. And that is the end of this month's TBR. Hopefully I get all of these read. It's definitely a very ambitious TBR. Maybe I won't do 10 next month, because I was thinking I've read like quite a lot of books this month, probably like 17, I think, something like that, but a lot of them are on my Kindle, and I do read quicker on my Kindle, so maybe it's a very ambitious TBR, but we'll see. Maybe I won't do 10 like I say next month. But yeah, that was my February TBR. If you have read any of these books, let me know if I should like prioritize any, or there's any that you didn't really enjoy, let me know. But yeah, that is the end of today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did and you'd like to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But other than that, I will see you in a bit.